greenteaguru.co.uk offers green tea, white tea, black tea, oolong tea, and we absolutely love Pu Erh tea with offerings of Misty Peaks, Yunnan sourcing, Mung Hai, and Shaguan. We regularly visit Hong Kong and Guangdong, sourcing out very interesting and special cakes for your tea table. Green Tea Guru, based in UK with worldwide delivery. It's Ollie once again from greenteaguru.co.uk. Today we're going to have a little look at my top picks, my top finds for tea in the last 12 months. So I get a lot of my teas from various suppliers, and of course I visit Guangdong, all the tea houses out there, the wholesalers, and see what they've got going on. So let's take a look. I think we're going to start off in ripe Pu Erh. And guys, I'm doing this off my iPad, so please ignore this stupid little advertising banner at the bottom. I have no other way of doing it I can find right now. So let's go to the ripe Pu Erh section. And there really has been some great teas that I've discovered and got up for sale this year. Cruising down through this list, the first one, Yin Hao 2007. This tea, I got this from a vendor in Guangdong, stored in Guangdong. I don't know how long it's been stored in Guangdong, but it must have been there for a while. It definitely illustrates a lot of what Guangdong storage is all about. And I'm going to make a video about ripe Pu Erh and different storage conditions, the results that you can get over time. This one is a really good version of what you can expect with Guangdong storage. Guangdong dry storage, so it's dry stored, but being an extremely humid environment in Guangdong, you are going to get that accelerated aged taste. So the reason why I've picked this is it's just super smooth. It really is. It's, I think if I remember, it's slightly earthy. You've got an overt mushroom character coming through. But the main thing about this tea is its smoothness. It just, it really is super smooth. And really, for the vintage, I think, price-wise, it's a pretty good buy, to be honest. It's flew off the shelves. I've only got a couple of these left. I've talked about this one before in other videos. It's just so refreshing to see teas like this coming through. So, Wild Arbor ripe are going to be a little bit more pricey than your normal ripe Pu Erh. Of course, the leaves are more expensive, the material's more expensive. This particular one, 2010, it's really complex, smooth and thick. It's just such a super duper tea. So this one is a very good pick, but I tell you what, here we go, 2015 Yunnan sourcing Green Miracle. Now, of course, it's Wild Arbor. Again, it's going to be quite pricey for what it is. I mean, this one is 250 gram cake. Yeah, 250 gram cake. But, just like the As You Like cake, the Wild Arbor really transmits a lot of complexity, and it is smooth, not as smooth as the As You Like cake, but then it hasn't got the time on its side to create that yet. So this is 2015, the Hailang Hao is 2010. Also, the 2010 Hailang Hao has been mixed with vintages of previous years. But this one is a very good tea, and your money's well spent here because it's been giving room to grow. Again, just similar to the Hailang Hao, the fermentation process has been pulled back slightly. So as the years go by, it will change and progress in flavour. Top pick, A lot of my customers very happy with that. Okay, here we are perusing the raw Pu Erh section of Green Tea Guru. First one that comes along is this 2003 Venqing Jiajai Erdeng. Now, what a beautiful tea this is. I mean, it is very old. It's 13 years old. Guangdong dry storage. Now, the wrapper has, in most cases been completely decimated by bamboo worm, but don't let that deter you. If you enjoy another tea that I'm going to talk about in a second, which is the 7542 Mengai that I also sourced, you're going to love this. They are very similar in profiles, but I give this one the slight edge over the 7542. It's just got a little bit more going on with it, and maybe it's down to the age. I mean, it's a couple of years older. Maybe the material. I don't know. I think this has got a slight more depth of flavour compared to the Mengai 7542. So, if you're into your aged teas, your aged Pu Erhs, please give this one a go. I heartily recommend it. Okay, cruising down still in the raw Pu Erh section. This little cake here, the Hong Kong dry stored Yunhai 888 cake. Super smooth. In fact, this is the smoothest raw Pu Erh that I have ever come across. So Hong Kong dry storage, it's just, it is just super smooth, and it's got to do with that Guangdong storage. The taste is you got some plum notes coming through, so typical kind of aged taste, I guess, in a way for Hong Kong. But what really gets me about this tea is just how smooth it is. It is just a absolute winner. Really happy to come across this. This is one of many teas that I got in the Gong Fu Tea House in Hong Kong. Loads of videos on them, well, 3 videos on them, so check them out. Right, so I've got to give this a mention. It's the Misty Peak 2016 Spring. As always with Misty Peak, they are bringing out great teas. This one is no different from the rest. If you like the 2015 Autumn, 2016 Spring is definitely on the same lines. Wiyu flavour, great aroma off the wet leaves. You've got that lovely sort of apricot sort of aftertaste. Room for growth, definitely room for growth. I mean, the 2013 was an absolute masterpiece. Unfortunately, that is all gone now. But the 2016 and 2015, I believe, will be coming up strong. So, if you can't get hold of any 2013, I believe you can still get them from Misty Peak directly. He's actually in the process of buying up all the 2013 he can get hold of. So if you have any 2013 that are laying around and you want to sell it back to him, he will buy it off you for 50% more than you bought it for. So give him a shout, he will gladly take it off your hands. The only thing I've got to mention about 2015 and 2016 Misty Peak is it is missing the oomph, if you know what that means. The oomph, I believe, will come with a bit of time. Hold on. You can buy these cakes, hold on to them. In a couple of years' time, they will be bringing out that sort of beautiful, pungent aroma of the dry leaves, I believe. So, definitely worth a buy. Probably my favourite find this year is the traditionally stored 2005 Mengai 7542. So as we know, this particular tea is the benchmark, I would suggest, of an aged tea. this tea, the 7542, is bought up by investors everywhere. This is the tea that they get, and no disappointment. Got to say, it is nothing that's going to wow you. It's not going to shock you of amazement when you drink this tea. But what you do get is a solid aged taste. It really is a very good tea. So if you are wondering what to expect when buying an aged cake, have a go at this, because this will tell all. The storage I have labelled as traditionally stored, 2005. It technically is traditionally stored. I mean, he stored it underneath his bed. I bought these off a family member in Hong Kong, and yeah, he stored them under his bed. So traditionally stored, but you know, the flavour is nothing less than dry stored Hong Kong tea. So normally, traditionally stored tea in Hong Kong, you could expect a wet storage taste. So, you know, that unmissable, I would say, rank sort of flavour in the first couple of infusions that you want to wash out would be present. With this one, it is not. It is not. I mean, you know, from the get-go, it's just kicking out beautiful aged taste. Very, very good tea. Alright, and we're still in the raw Pu Erh section, and right now is my best pick of the last 12 months. It's Yunnan Sourcing Da Si. So why do I like this tea so much? Well, it really is, and absolutely, as it says there, an impressive tea in every way. You know, the flavours there, it's got some beautiful sort of fruity aftertaste notes, but the absolutely stunning thing about this tea is the tonic water effect you get while drinking it. So if you haven't had this before, never experienced this in a raw Pu Erh before, very, very similar. It's like, it is just like drinking tonic water, but with no fizz. That's the kind of weird texture. It feels like you've got bubbles on your tongue, but there's no bubbles there. It's just this strange texture, but it's so pleasant. You know, it's ancient tree, as it says there, 200 to 500 year old trees from Fenching, and you know, from start to finish, it is a magnificent tea. It is pricey, but then ancient arbour always will be. I'd love to get a few more of these cakes, stash them away for 5-10 years to see what's going to happen, because it really is an amazing tea on many levels. It's complex, it's fruity, it's, if you like your Misty Peak teas, then this is definitely on the same level. I'm not going to tell you which one I prefer, but this is up there. It is a super good tea, and it's only going to get better with age. I just wish I had a time capsule. Go forward in time 5-10 years to just taste it, because I just haven't got the patience. You know, I really wish Yunnan Sourcing could bring out more of this. I don't know if you can get hold of any more of this material, maybe from later years, but right now in his store he's only got 23 cakes left. I'm going to try and nab a few of them myself. But, you know, Yunnan Sourcing, if you're listening, get on this and get some more cakes, because I'm telling you, I love this tea so much. Thank you very much for watching. It's been Ollie from greenteaguru.co.uk. You can pick up any of these teas from my site. Until next time, happy cupping.